Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are planning out the monthly dashboard and my content plan for the month of November. I used kit 750 from Planner Kate this month. And so I have this A5 dashboard. I have the Perpetual monthly, the bottom box, and then the lined dashboard insert. I also have just my kit leftovers from the month section, and I'll use some of this washi and things for that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. As usual, I'll show you what last month looked like. Here was our dashboard, and then here was the Perpetual. And then I just filmed the November monthly, and it looks wildly different than what I'm used to, but I like it. It looks good. These colors are beautiful. And so now we're ready to get started here. So let's see here. I think I am gonna need to white some of this out because it's so dark. I am so excited for my planner for this next year. It does not have any of this bold, bright color. It's very minimal. I didn't actually choose the minimal one, but I chose the much lighter. I don't love that, but let's see how that's gonna work out. That's okay. That's not gonna bother me too much. So let's go that one there. Oh. That one is gonna bother me a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and white this out real quick. There we go. You can still see some of these other lines, but it is better. I am really struggling with this planner because it is so thick and I cannot, like, it won't lay flat anymore. And I don't know, I guess this happens every year and I just don't remember it, but it's really bothering me that I can't do that. Several years ago, I used to uncoil and recoil and make my daily duo into like quarters, and that was better for the purposes of like this thickness here, but uncoiling and recoiling a planner like this will really test the Jesus in you, because oh my goodness, I was so mad and frustrated by the end of it. It turned out fine. It just took a lot of work, and it was not nearly as easy as the videos that I had watched portrayed it to be. And it was just not a good time at all. So I don't wish to do that again, but it would be nice to have it back into just 4 months at a time for these purposes. So, okay. I need to find, here we go, a work label for this one. So far I just laid down habits, memories, work. Let's see here. I need to find, what am I looking for? I guess I could just, what am I thinking? I need, right here, I'm gonna need a label, so I could do that. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and use this month, I think. Right here. What I did not remember to pull is a checklist. So let me do that real quick. I think I'm going to use this color. It doesn't match perfectly, but it's pretty close. So I'm going to use that. Okay. I think I just need 4, right? 1, 2. Perfect. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and fill some of this in. So the work, I use that for my daughter. She works at our cheer gym. She coaches tumbling and a mini team. And so I just use that to track her hours because that is credited to our account. And it's just a, like she just writes it down kind of thing. It's not like she's got a time clock or something. So I just kind of watch. We've never had an issue with it, but it also helps me with budgeting because I'll know like what days she worked, what she's getting paid for. So, and I think I'm gonna leave the last one blank because I don't know for sure on Thanksgiving break if she'll be working. The gym might be closed that week. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna leave it blank just to double check. All right, I've kind of been focusing on the same habits, some things I really want to solidify before we go into the new year, and I can build upon them. So vitamins every day, my water. This weekend I have been really bad with water. I do great during the week at work, but on the weekends, not so great. And then I really want to get back into reading some. So I'm going to put that on there as something to focus on. Okay, and then in the this month section, I do my meal plan. So I meal plan by the month, and I just usually typically choose 12 meals that we have on hand for the month. We'll do, I don't know, about 3-ish a week. We do eat out way more than we should. We also do leftovers or just like breakfast nights, eggs and toast or something quick and easy when we're busy. So I don't plan a meal for every single day. So yeah, that's how that goes. I choose 12 meals. I purchase the food for those at the beginning of the month, one big shopping trip, and then each week or day, depending on the item, we choose what we are in the mood for. And by we, I really mean my husband because he's the cook around here. Most of the time, he is the one doing the cooking. The nights that I'm left in charge are the nights we have eggs and sandwiches. It is finally crockpot season, and I can really do a crockpot meal. That's my kind of cooking. So I do have several crockpot meals on this list. And then some that we have every single month. You're always going to see tacos and spaghetti. I list those once, but we end up having those sometimes 2 to 3 times per month because those are my kids' favorite. Plus they're easy after church meals. Okay. All right, I think that's it for this page. This is something I'll fill in at the end of the month, so I think we're good there. Okay, so now we're going to move over to this page. And this I use as like just a monthly dashboard, brain dump, to-do list, whatever you want to call it. Just a way for me to get all of the major stuff that needs to go on for the month onto paper so I don't forget. There we go. All right, and then how many pieces of this do I have left? I think I'm probably going to rotate, so let's do this one up top. And I had these. These are just left over from my monthly page. And I try to use up as much as I can around here, so there's that. And then let's add some checklists for these. As usual, I don't know if that's straight, but we're learning to let that stuff go around here. Okay, so where's my stuff again? Here we go. Okay, so for this first one, I think I'm going to use must do. It's like my main to-do list. And then I'll probably use this one over here. Okay, I forgot to put down my, bless you, my Hello November sticker. There we go. Okay. What am I thinking here? I need at least one more down here. I'm gonna go ahead with this. Let's see if I can make that line up. And then I guess it makes sense to just go ahead and put this one here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add one here. Okay. Let's go ahead here with what I've got going on. So on my must do is always the next month's meal plan, because that usually takes me a while. So like I said, it's not just the plan, but also like making the like large grocery list and things like that. So we have our December calendars always on here. And then I should actually write my 2026 planner setup, because I'm using more planners this next year and I want to get those all set up, and I'm excited for that. Let's see here, my daughter's a photo album. Trying to do a picture and memory type thing each month. She's a freshman this year, so I'm trying to start on some senior gift type stuff. So I need to remember to do that. Over here, I'm using this for PTA stuff. So I need to update the budget. I'm the treasurer for one of our PTAs. So I need to update the budget, and then I have to do the email for everyone to see, and then I'll have to print it for the meeting. And then I'll need like my talking points for the meeting. We were going to do something for the week before Thanksgiving break, but I think we've decided against that. I'm going to leave that blank for now, just in case. This does remind me though, I don't think I did not. Okay, I missed some stuff over here. I knew it looked too simple. Okay, so let's see here. My kids are at 3 schools, so that means 3 PTAs. So we meet the 3rd Tuesday for this one. For some reason, I only put 1 on the calendar here for high school. And then this one is always the 1st Thursday, which would be here. Okay. Can't believe I forgot that. All right, back to this. So far, these are the main to-dos that I can think of. I still have a week in October to get some stuff done that I have not finished. I don't think there's actually much left. I have some bills to pay this week, but yeah, not too much left. Okay, turn this over. All right, I'm gonna look for, oops, gonna make a mess, apparently is what I'm doing. I'm gonna find a little pencil for the PTA stuff. Cute. Okay. Next we have bills. So what do we have left here? Nothing. Actually I could use, just noticed on the corner of my eye on this school sheet, I just use this for my monthly, but there's a fees due, and I think that would work for this. So I usually use this category for items like that are outside the typical bills for the month. So let's see here. I know for sure I have another cheer competition fee is due. That's $125. It just kills me. Just kills me paying for cheer. Okay, we have an event at church, a women's event, and they do like a mission every time, and so I'll need to purchase some items to donate for that. I think the hospital, our local hospital, is the mission this time, so it's like baby items for new moms and babies. We have a book fair.
That's my book fair.
It is your book fair. And we all know that gets really expensive, so I need to budget for that. We have a dentist appointment this month. For my daughter, I'll need to pay for, I think we're gonna go to a local theme park. I'm gonna write that. And then Thanksgiving, we host Thanksgiving every year for my family. So that of course is not super cheap. So I need to do that, like plan for the meal that day. And I think that might be it as far as like extra like money stuff. Yeah, okay. All right, so now what are we doing for this one? Because to balance it out, I had to put another thing over here. So what do I need to use it for? What did I do on October? Okay, so last month I did one for cheer by itself as well as extra spending because we had so much cheer stuff going on and needed a lot of extra room for that. And these only have 3. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it because we're gonna have Christmas stuff coming up. And I'm gonna need to purchase No, let's see here. I was thinking Christmas, but I'm going to make a separate Christmas page. But I think I'm going to do planner stuff because I'm trying to get... None of these really go either. I'm trying to get my planners all set up and organized for 2026. And like all the kits and things that I'm going to need to buy. And so I think it would be helpful to have something set aside for that because I cannot find my stickers. Because Black Friday will be coming up this month in November, and I'm going to want, like, all the sticker shops and things will be having big sales. And so it only makes sense. Wish I could find all my stuff. Okay. It only makes sense to make a list for that and be prepared so that I can get the best deal possible because I'm working on a budget over here. A strict budget. You guys see these cheer fees every month, you probably understand. Okay, let's see. There's got to be something here. Okay, so I don't see anything right off the hand that works. I think I'm just going to use this events one. It's kind of like an event. It's fine. I know what it means. And then I've got some, let's see here, from my weekly kit. These colors are the same. So where's like the little shopping bag? Oh, here we go. There we go. I'm going to know what that means. That's cute. I need something for this because it's lonely. Nothing really goes with must do, huh? I think I'm just going to use one of these don't forget. Just to have a little something there, like the others have. Okay, that was a scroll. Let's put this stuff away, and I think that's it for this. I'm not going to go ahead and write this out yet because I don't have my list. I know I need to order, I think it's November 3rd is the PK releases, because I want to go ahead and order all my January kits so that I can set up my planners and film that. So I know I'm going to want to do that. Although I'm going to want to do that before Black Friday, huh? I'll figure it out. Okay, let's move on. I will figure all that out. Let's do this. So I'm going to start. I can never remember if I start from the bottom or the top on this, but we're going to do the top, I guess. Cover that up. And this comes in multiple sections here so that you can choose Sunday or Monday start, which I think is fantastic. I prefer Sunday, but it's nice that you have the option because I know a lot of people do like Monday start. I did try it 1 month to do Monday and it just didn't work for me. My brain is so used to the Sunday that I was just confused all month, basically. All right, and then this is its own sticker piece. Did you guys see? I think it was yesterday that the info came out, but they're discontinuing the Perpetual monthlies for this A5 size. Which I get, like, I'm sure it's not super popular, and that's what she stated in the blog post. It's all about, you know, sales and what makes it easy for them, which I 100% get. But as someone who uses these, it was a little bit sad. I'm actually not sure. I spent some time yesterday trying to figure out what I'm doing next month with my pages, and like, so I use this for content, and I have purchased a dashboard planner for my content, so I will no longer need it for this. So now I was kind of trying to find some ways, like, what do I need this for? I used to use it a long time ago. Well, prior to filming and YouTube, I used it for that monthly grocery list I was just talking about. And I did, I just made it was just basically my notes page. I just wrote my grocery list on it, and that's how I used it. I'm gonna have to share some days, huh? But that's okay because I don't use those days anyway. What was I saying? I will speed you up through this and I'll figure out what I was saying after that. Okay, I'm back. I think what I was saying was about this Perpetual monthly. I was trying to find a way to use this for the next year, to use this page. So originally I thought I would keep getting the Perpetual monthly and use it to track something. I wasn't 100% sure yet. I was thinking fitness stuff, my reading log, because both of those are things I'm working to put back into my routines. So I was thinking one of those items, but if this is not an option, I need to find another way to set this page up. So always open to ideas and suggestions if anyone has any, but yeah, I'm just not sure yet. I was a little bummed to see that, but I completely understand the reasoning and I get it 100%, so no big deal. Okay, I think that's what I need. So for the week of okay, I'm just going to use this to plan out my kits and make sure that I have enough. Pretty sure that I do, but I probably need to double check that. I don't know, I think we're good. Other than the fact that I have not purchased my December monthly yet. I do have one in mind. I know which one I'm going to purchase. It's in my cart. I just have not actually done that yet. So that's where I'm going to track my kits. And then I'm going to go ahead and put these down for videos and my content plan. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and write these in. So every Monday is the weekly plan with me. And then we have the dashboard here, which I think going forward, I may in 2026 move this to being in the same video as my weekly plan with me. The first few videos I did, I had it like that, but the videos were getting to be so long. But I don't think I'm going to have enough time and space to keep it its own separate video. And if I'm being honest, there's just not, like, it doesn't get a ton of views anyway. So I think that's what I'm going to do going forward, because I'll have my weekly plan with me. I'll have my actual dashboard plan with me. And then I believe I might do a budget. I'm still kind of going back and forth on what I would like to share, but I am going back to paper budgeting next year. I asked in the community, I did a poll a few days ago to see if that's something people even still like to watch, because I don't see a ton of budgeting videos anymore. And it may just be like the way my algorithm is, I'm just not seeing them. But I think I'm going to go back and do that. So I'll have a weekly budget check-in type thing as well. I'm not 100% sure like how much I want to show, I guess. Like in my income and that kind of thing. I don't think I want to show all of that. But mostly looking at some goals that I have for the year and spending, tracking my spending and seeing where my money's going and that kind of thing. So still toying with that idea, but that would be an extra video each week. And so this dashboard is just going to get cut, and that's okay. All right. My November monthly is going up here on the 31st. My dashboard will be the 7th. So then what does that leave here? I already messed that up. I didn't actually post and film this for October because, again, it was a video that wasn't getting a lot of views. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just do it anyway. Like, it's helpful for me and my family. And, you know, I'm going to do it anyway. So I have that one there. We'll have our PK haul. Okay, and then I'm not even sure. This is going to put us into December stuff. And like another thing, I feel like I'm always toying with ideas. But I'm trying to decide about doing like a planner Vlogmas type thing. I love watching other Vlogmases. And so I'm toying with the idea of doing that for December, like a video a day. Of course, that means I need to get started prepping some content as well as making decisions about actual vlogs and how much I want to do and show. Anyway, this puts us into December stuff here. So I'm trying to decide if I want to put my December monthly here or if I'm going to do a planner Vlogmas if I need to wait till the 1st. I'm going to leave this one blank for now and we'll figure that out at some point. So this is what it looks like for actual videos. I've been doing reels on the weekend, just like quick plan with me, like daily stuff, but I'm not actually tracking that on here. We have our monthly and then we have our dashboard. And I think that's it, guys. I think we're all set up and ready to start November. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. And if you would like and subscribe, that would be great. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.